we're back. Okay, so as we stay on a roll here with the contents, today I am actually gonna have you guys see what I use as my nighttime skincare routine, especially when I'm wearing makeup, like a full face of makeup. Like today, I've had this on since I want to say since 10 a.m. I work from home, but you know, you have meetings, you want to turn on your camera if need be. And now that the day is winding down, it's a little after like 9:30 at night, I'm going to show you how I take off my makeup. And this time I will be showing it to you using majority of black owned founded brands that I use on a daily basis, have been using them on and off for a few years, and have become my faves. So first off, we're going to start with taking off this makeup. We're going to start first by using, and this is probably my favorite product from the brand. This is the Key Soul Care Nourishing Cleansing Balm. I really like this. It is a really soft, it breaks down very quickly on the hand. You see the balm here. You can see I definitely been using, I think this is like my third jar, by the way. So usually what I do is I have this full face of makeup, not wearing any lips really. I usually wear like a gloss or a balm. Currently wearing another black owned brand that we actually will be showing today. Not this product, but another product from the line that I really do like. So usually I start out with like, I'm gonna say about that much of the cleansing balm. And let me just put this down over to the side. I usually start by warming it up to my hand, and as you can see, it turns into an oil immediately. And use it as one does with cleansing balms to break down the oil on your face. So I do that. I do like this too because it actually does work on mascara. So you can really get in there. As you can see, that little bit really spread. It's taking off everything. Like I said, I had a full face, so that was like concealer, foundation, blush. I actually think I put on a little bronzer too. And then like, you know, your usual setting powders. So usually once I get it all incorporated there, and it's pretty much broken down everything, that's when I go in with some water on my hands and I start to emulsify. Starts to turn to this milky consistency. I love it because sometimes you'll get a cleansing balm that like stings around the eyes. Like there's one that I used to love by Naturium, but it just used to always like sting around the eyes. So now that I have this here, I'm just actually gonna rinse this off, and it should take off the majority of my makeup, if not all of it. All right, almost there. Okay. I love also that it rinses like clean. You don't really feel like a film on your skin. It just really rinses clean. And then I'll go in with one of my clean cloths, wipe. And usually I'll just have like some makeup that's from around the perimeter of my face. And usually by a second wipe, see there's really nothing there. everything comes off. And I love that. I usually do have to go in with like a little water to get my mascara, because the mascara that I do use, which is Benefits FanFest, that stays on. I mean, it stays on in a good way. But with a little warm water and gently like rubbing up just to get all that pigment off, I'm able to get all of that off quickly. So now, as with most oil cleansers, the next thing that you do want to do is go in with your actual cleanser. Today we're using another black-owned brand, and I really do love this cleanser. I think it's especially good when I am wearing makeup. It is the Fenty Skin Total Cleanser. It's really good. This cleanser also lasts forever. Like, I swear I've had it 4 months. Don't need much. But it's something about this cleanser that, A, you don't need much. 2, it feels like a cream on the face. So this is how I prefer to use it. Not exactly how most people do. I like to go in and massage it on my face when my face is still a little damp. But I'll go in and kind of like rub it on like a mask, and then I'll wet my hands with whatever's there left on my hands. And once you do that, it like automatically starts to lather. This is a really good lather too. It's like soft. It will not strip your skin. But for me, it's one of the best skincare products that I have tried from the Fenty brand. My other favorite is the Fat Water, the milky one. Even though I have combo oily skin, I prefer that one from there, but those are like my 2 favorite products as far as skincare goes from the brand. So let's just massage this into the skin. I am a woman of a certain age, so instead of using like a tool or a scrubbing brush, I prefer the pads in my fingers. It doesn't like pull at the skin, and I find this to be very gentle. But as you can see, I can keep I just put some extra water in my hands, lathers up all over again. So this is one of those cleansers. I think that's probably the reason why it lasts so long, because even the small amount that I used, I could have probably used less and would have still gotten like a really good lather. So with this, I usually go all the way around my ears, just in case there's an area I miss with the cleansing balm. I do go in. I've been doing this thing also with like using my knuckles to drain my lymph nodes and take away any puffiness my skin may have. I mean, just look at this lather. It is nothing else. And like, look at that is. Anything that I miss like along the hairline here, let me just pull this back. This hairband is also by a black-owned, see, wow, look at that. By a black-owned skincare brand. It's by Topicals. I got this, I think they were doing like a promotion on their site, and this was like the free gift. So that's that. Ooh, like that. I probably missed all of this when I was doing my oil cleanse. But you can see that this removes everything. So anything that I had left in my hairline, because I do bring my bronzer in that area, pretty much is like melted away. So now we're just gonna go in and rinse. Okay, I think we pretty much got everything. We're going to use another one of my clean cloths and just make sure we have everything off forehead, around that ear area. Just dabbing away. I love these clean cloths. I remember when I used to buy the rather expensive ones from Clean Skin Club. These clean towels, these are actually on Amazon. They're the Lyzus cleaning towels. You get like 50 in a box, and you can get 3 boxes for like $10. The clean cloths ones are like $17 for like 60 cloths. So I'm glad to find that kind of dupe on Amazon. And I will link it below just in case you're interested. Usually after I do that, I like to rinse out. That's another thing about these towels, they're really strong. So after I'm done, like my face, I usually just wet the towel again, just to bring some moisture back into my face before I go to my next step, which is, yes, another Black-owned brand that I have been using for on and off for quite some time, but this one particular product they have from their line has really been kind of a game changer for me. And this is the Edam Cashmere Peel Gentle Exfoliating AHA Toner. This is more of like a treatment toner, so it's not something that I use every day. As a matter of fact, they don't say to use it every day. Say 3 times per week. After cleansing, swipe a saturated cotton pad over the face and neck. I'm going to tell you something. I do not use cotton pads with toners. You will not soak it up. This is not for me, because this is a treatment toner. We need all of it everywhere. So this is how I use it, and basically how I use all of my toners. I just dab about that much into my hand, and because this is a thicker toner, you won't lose any, like in this, I'm not losing any in sync. Everything's still on my hands, and I just smooth it over my face, going down to my neck and my neck area. So definitely keep this away from your eyes, because it does have AHAs, but it's so gentle and just feels so good on the skin. So it has AHAs, but the way that it's formulated, it just doesn't give you like that stinging sensation that a lot of really effective AHA toners do. Like, remember the Mario Badescu days? I don't know how many of you were in there, but it was like around, I want to say between 2009 and 2016. That glycolic acid toner, I'm telling you, worked great. But if you didn't know what you were doing, it definitely could dry your skin out. And that's me as a combo oily skin girl kind of telling you that. So it was intense. Now we know things don't have to be intense. They could be very gentle and you can still get the same results. And that is why I really do love Edam. Oh, and by the way, the lip gloss that I had on, which really is a lip balm, is also by Edam. It's their new Shoo lip treatment balm. Really good, just fantastic. Highly recommend. We'll link it down below in the description if you're interested. All right, next thing I go in with, and this is not a Black-owned brand, but this is quickly becoming one of my favorite serums to use, and this is by M Beauty Project. If you guys have followed me either on Instagram, you'll see I always recommend their Retinol Remix, which is just a fantastic retinol for someone who's, even if you're a beginner, it's non-irritating, it's great. They just came out with this new serum, which is called Elastic Skin. And what it is, it's like a vegan snail mucin. So I always wanted to use snail mucin. I loved it. But I noticed that it used to kind of like irritate my skin away, where it wasn't dry or peely. I still got like that glass shine, but something about it didn't go well with my texture. So when I saw that they were launching this serum, I immediately wanted to try it to see if there's a way that I can get that snail mucin kind of feel, but without the irritation. They hit this one out the park. Hit it out the park so much that I have bought another bottle plus the refill. Ooh, that's another cool thing that I want to show you about this particular. Let me see if I can open this. This particular packaging, you can keep the glass bottle and you just get the refill, which then just slides right in there. We love an eco-friendly packaging. So what I usually do is I just put like a few pumps on the back of my hand, usually about 3. That's about enough. It's probably too much serum, but I love a glowy look. So that's what I use. And I take off from here and just add to the face. It is so, you can just see that. It just instantly gives your skin a glass-like look and feel, and it's so soothing, so soothing. I use this every night, no matter what treatment I'm using, whether it's a retinol. This on top just smooths everything. Your skin just feels so smooth. Look at that. It like, oh, I love the way this feels. I highly recommend it. What I do also love about this is that this is like a serum that can be used regardless whether you're, young in your 20s, in your 30s, or someone like myself who's in their 40s. This is just a good serum to keep that skin feeling juicy and plump. So it doesn't take long to like seep in, so you can go in with your next product, which also not a black-owned brand, but still one that actually, before we do that, we're gonna go in with this eye cream from Summer Fridays. This is a retinol eye cream. It's not gonna disturb the fact that I use the Edam AHA toner. Most nights you wouldn't use like an AHA and a retinol at the same time, but because that toner does not go underneath the eye, this is an eye cream that goes right at the eye, then this works. So for me, I really like this eye cream because it is more like an eye balm. And the way I use it is I put small dots along the way. I also love how thin this nozzle is because you can get right there. And then using, you know what they always say, use your ring finger and just pat. And this feels like an eye balm. It's like, it's not your typical, in my opinion, retinol eye cream texture. It's really bouncy and hydrating and just like nourishing underneath the eye. I also do Summer Fridays is a brand that I do recommend, but the focus today is on our Black-owned, Black-founded brands. And you can just see how it kind of just hydrates the under eye. And that's that. And then I'll go in with my moisturizer, which right now, almost dropped that, is from the inquires. It is their bioactive ceramide repairing and plumping moisturizer. Again, this has got to be like this is my second jar, and I really love it. If you're looking for effective skincare, inquires is definitely one of those that you should look into. And I like to warm it up to my hands and then spread it all over, bringing it down to the neck, whatever's left on the deck. And there you have it. So this is my skincare routine, which usually just takes me a few minutes. I make sure it's all padded, whatever's left. I always put on the back of my hands. It's just something I do. I feel like it just keeps that skin as well. And if you have excess, might as well use it. So that pretty much wraps up my skincare, nighttime skincare routine, featuring all of these Black-owned brand. Was it only 2? I feel like there was more. Maybe there was only 2. Yeah, there were just 2. So these are, oh no, 3. Here it is. I knew something was wrong. So these 3 brands, highly recommend. We have Key Soul Care, we have Fenty Skin, and we have Edam. highly effective, can be used on multiple skin types. And yeah, come back later, probably this week, to see what other brands I am talking about. I'm not sure if they will only be in like the beauty space, but we'll see from there. So until next time, have a great and safe night, and hope to see you soon. Bye.